Let's have a go at this exam style question. The question says, all living things are made of cells. Animals are eukaryotes and bacteria are prokaryotes. Prokaryotic cells are much smaller than eukaryotic cells. Describe two other differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Firstly, I need to unpick the question to make sure I understand what it is asking me to do. And the command word here is the word describe. So let's underline that. So the question is asking me to write about the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Notice the question is asking me for two other differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. So I cannot use size, as that's mentioned up here in the first part of the question. Let's identify key words in the question. We've got over here prokaryotic cells. So these are simple-celled organisms, and we know from the question introduction that bacteria are prokaryotic cells. And then we have eukaryotic cells. Those are found in animals as stated in the question, but actually also in plants. Essentially, the question is asking what are the key differences between the structures found in bacterial cells and the structures found in animal or plant cells. The most obvious thing is that prokaryotic cells are much simpler. They don't have membrane-bound organelles such as a nucleus. So let's have a go at writing an answer. And the first part I'm going to write prokaryotes don't contain I'm going to use a proper term, so it's membrane-bound organelles. Membrane-bound organelles. Okay, another key difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells is the genetic material, or DNA. In prokaryotic cells, the genetic material is not in a nucleus. It is found in the cytoplasm as a sort of single DNA loop. And some prokaryotic cells also have an additional DNA loop called a plasmid. And this is different to eukaryotic cells, which you should remember the DNA is found in a nucleus within structures called chromosomes. So let's use this as our second difference. So we can write the genetic material, you could write DNA, the genetic material in prokaryotic cells, is a single DNA loop or plasmid not in a nucleus. Let's just read through that to make sure we've got it right. Prokaryotes don't contain membrane-bound organelles. The genetic material in prokaryotic cells is a single DNA loop or plasmid not in a nucleus. So those two different points there, or differences, would achieve the 2 marks.